Hi everybody, it's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. It's Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. I'm gonna do some crafting. I'm not doing a headshot today to say good morning because we gotta get this project going. It's a bit of a detailed, it's kind of a thing. It's gonna be exciting because there's a lot of layers and things. So we're using this set, the Autumn Leaves bundle. So I think this set is still available and a lot of these pieces, but the designer series paper is on back order right now. And I think it comes in maybe in a couple of weeks. So I'm just bringing up comments and yeah, so it's always fun if you want to try and case, we call it case the caddy. So caddy being catalog, which is you take some of the samples that are here and recreate them. So this, I love fall. I think today is the first day of fall. I'll just bring up your comments. Oh, gotta mute myself. There we go. We're ready to rock and roll. It flips over to this page too. There. So when you bundle, there's some that are 10% off so that you know. Good morning, everybody. I see you jumping on. Thanks for saying hello. And then some more samples over here. All right, so I love fall. It's my fave. My crafting buddy is here with me, little Willow in her chair. Here's our pieces, Autumn Leaves. So we're gonna use this big, it's quite big actually, it's this big. So this is a D block, as in Delta, and it barely fits on here. It's actually a little bit hanging over here, but we're gonna just see how we go. And then the dies, which they have some interesting things in them, like this piece here. And then there's another one. Oh, there it is, that little one. So in our pieces, which I'm gonna go over, I've used it here, here, and across here for texture. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can. Good morning, everybody. So there's our, so anyways, I've done some die cutting already. We're also gonna do a bit of die cutting because we're gonna stamp and die cut. So let's talk about our pieces. So we have, I'm just realizing I don't have an inside piece. So this is Pretty Peacock. And then this is a piece of Pretty Peacock that we're gonna stamp and cut our leaf. So this is from, what's this paper called? It's called Regal's 6x6. So this is out of the annual catalog. And what happens in this pack is that you get a whole bunch, well, all the colors from the Regal family. In the back of the catalog, you'll see, this is the Pretty Peacock here, this color. And you get pattern pieces, pieces of paper. So I've cut those out of there. This is 4 1/4, because this is 4 1/4 by 1 1/2, and we're gonna rip that. And then these are the die cut pieces I've done so far. So this is our sentiment piece. And then we've got some leaves. So these are cut from the designer series paper, which just makes it so easy to get texture on your cut pieces, on your die cut pieces. I can't decide which way we're gonna go, but we'll decide when we get there. And then this one is left over from another project that I did with the same designer series paper. It may or may not work for our color palette today. And then this piece is 4 1/4, I think this is 3 3/4, 3 1/2. So I have double embossed this. What is that, you say? Well, I've taken, this is very vanilla. I've embossed it with, I think, Tasteful Textures. I've run it through again with the bumpy pieces that I showed you from the die set. And then I ran it through with the same embossing folder again. So I actually put this through the machine 3 times. And we're gonna scruff this up. We're gonna make this messy. And then we're gonna die cut our piece. So let's do this first. We're gonna just rip. I want the white to come through on the paper like that. And same thing with this one. Oh, it appears that I am on Facebook with my wrong profile. One moment while I switch. So at 10 o'clock, I've got the kit together with some friends coming over, some crafters. This is kind of the look that we're gonna go for. All right, what I wanna do is I need my foam mat because I have my photopolymer stamps, and we're gonna stamp off a bit. So just want a piece of paper to cover. All right, so I'm gonna get out my pretty peacock ink. Oh my gosh, it's so tight. Oh, there we go. I need to, oh, there I am. I need to, oh my goodness. That will not do. One moment, here's a trick. I've got some chapstick, any chapstick will do. And I'm adding to the sides as you have seen me do. We're gonna put a little in the track. Now it's got a nice minty scent to my ink pad. I think right in here. There we go. Still kind of squeaky. So the other thing you can do is, if you don't have chapstick, you can use Vaseline with a Q-tip. If you have it, that should be good. So I do, oh yeah, that's better. So I do this with all of my ink pads for sure. All right, that's ready. Now, let's stamp our big leaf first. So no pressure, this is a really big stamp. So if you have a Stamparatus, which is a tool that, it's a stamping tool where you mount your stamp on something and then you can just keep doing the same, like it holds it one spot and you can keep going over it and over it if you didn't get enough ink on it. They're not available anymore. But anyways, if you have one, they're always great for big stamps. Nailed it. Love it. Okay, I've got my chamois. Now, if you didn't see my Facebook Live there about how to avoid the mold, just scroll on my page and you'll see. So this, like, don't worry about this as far as it won't come off on your hands. So I've just got that over to the side. Now we are gonna cut this, but I want you to see. Bam. That's gonna look really cool. All right, we're gonna cut that in a minute, but let's do the rest of our stamping. So for here, we're gonna have these pieces that we ripped, and I want the ripped pieces to kind of, I should go that way. So I have on here, this is one of the stamps, and I just wanna add a little something so it's not naked up there, you know? Just like that. I'm gonna flip. Oh, I should show you. I made another card this morning with the same design, but I don't like the colors. You can tell me what you think. I'm gonna show it to you. This card in particular, I wanted the stems, I guess you call them, coming towards the center of the card. Yes, Jan, I think Stamparatus is very similar to what'd you call it? Stamp-A-Jig. Yes, I think it is. It's just basically, usually with stamping, you get one crack at it, you know? But with a stamping tool, Misty, Stamparatus, Stamp-A-Jig, you can do the same image over and over if you want. All right, things are coming together. Now, let's deal with this. And let's get our, I have my blends over there that I've just grabbed. Let me show you. This is the card I made this morning with similar, so I'm making some adjustments. I don't care for the colors. I'm trying to do like a rustic, but I don't think the flowers are rustic flowers, like my leaves. So I'm not a huge fan, and my blending brushes had a bit of red in them, and so it's more of a rusty red than I wanted it to be. Anyways, we'll do a this and that after the live, so you can pick which one you like best. But see, I didn't clean them off. Usually I have one for each family, but for some reason I don't have a brown family going. So these are soft bristles, and I'm just trying to clean it because I want to add some color. I don't know how this will go. We will see. Just seeing where I'm at for color. See, because I don't want purple on there, you know? All right, those of you who use blending brushes, help us in the comments and tell us how you clean your blending brushes. I'm sure we've talked about this before. Oh, there we go. That's better. It's not coming off now. I think we're ready for some brown. Okay, so I've got here pecan pie and crumb cake. I think I'm gonna start with crumb cake because I don't want to go too crazy. So what I'm trying to do here is just so this basic just this piece of very vanilla. I've gone through the embossing machine 3 times, and now I want to add or build some texture onto the piece. I think I'm gonna go 3rd generation actually. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2. There's no real rhyme or reason. I'm just adding some texture or interest, I should say. Don't forget to rotate your stamp. And if you don't have this stamp set, really any leaf stamp set, or I mean, you can, I wouldn't do these colors. This is Crushed Curry and Lost Lagoon. I would do a different color palette if you're gonna use more spring or pretty type colors, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's good. Now, we're gonna do this. I'm just scrunching around the edges. This is part of the texture. Two brushes for each color family, Pam, light and dark. After using them, I brush off all the fresh ink onto scrap paper before putting them away. Yeah, that's good. Christine washes them with soap. Oh, Gail, do you like my colors? I think you're talking about, are you talking about this, Gail? You like my OG colors? Zach said he liked my colors too, but I was like, So I'm just focusing around the edges because I want the worn look. I feel like, all right. I want to add, this is my take your pick tool. And I've got the paddle on here. It's just paper. If you hate it, then you can just grab another piece. Sometimes it turns into happy accidents. We'll see how it goes. So I'm trying to just scuff up the edges. I think there's a new, so you can swap these out. There's new tools that go into these, and one of them is it's like a, whatever, you scrape it on the side of the card paper like I'm doing, and it gives it a worn look. True story. All right, I think I'm done with this. What else do I need to stamp? Anything? All right, so I do maybe want to add some worn look to my sentiment. So there's my blending brush. Never go right onto your piece of paper when you're blending. You'll end up with a big blob. Like if you, let's say this is my paper, if you do this, you might end up with a blob. So that's why you start off, get rid of some of that heavy ink first, and then swoosh on to your project. Let's do it with this too, why not? We're here, we're blending. Yeah, so the kit together is happening at 10. Some virtual attendees and then some gals coming in person too. So it's just an opportunity to craft and get some of the kits done. So when I teach classes and things, I don't get to craft when I'm doing it. And so I have a lot of kits. And I thought maybe if I just held a kit together, no instruction required, and we just have fun making kits. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm done with that. This is done. Now let's cut our leaf. So I have my mini. Now I'm gonna try something different. So Kate, we're doing that crafting thing at work. Fundraiser for Cops for Cancer, and Kate did her project on Thursday, and you, Kate, used the number 3 plate and the clear ones. I'm pretty sure that's what you did, because sometimes the little mini, it's doesn't always grab. So let's see. I think hopefully those are the plates you used. Okay, so you could put some washi tape on there. So especially when you have pieces that you're trying to die cut and you don't want the die to move. So set that on there, and then I hold it down so that the die doesn't move. Ooh, that worked out nicely. And it wasn't super tough to get through either. I might be adopting your ways, Kate. That worked out well. Christine, I think you said your little machine is sometimes hard to get the pieces through, so you might try that. Okay, let's add these. I don't know where my silicone mat is. So the boys are, so Zach is going to Belize next year over spring break for a school trip, and they're doing a bottle drive down at the school today. So Kate, if you got any bottles, you need to bring them, maybe, if you haven't committed to another fundraiser. Okay, so I'm just ever so slightly adding glue. This is gonna be a gluey mess, none on the stem. That's so pretty. I love it. You could heat, I'm just thinking about heat embossing. That would be fun. Today's the first day of fall, right? It's pretty. I dig it. All right, let's assemble. Oh, actually, let's stamp our sentiment. So sentiments, I might just do, I'm thankful to have you as a friend. That's sweet. I think it can fit this one and then this one. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, let's get a block. So these just pull right off if you're new to stamping, and then you put them back in the case like so. And then you save it for the next time. Same thing with this one. So these are photopolymer stamps. We also have like red rubber type stamps. We call them cling stamps. Now I think I'm gonna do Pretty Peacock again. And I want get my mat. So I'm thankful. We're gonna try and wing this, making it straight. Yeah, it is, well, it's kind of goldy silver, Pam. I'm gonna hold it up again, but it does look really pretty. I think the pretty peacock is that deep, it's like a deep, rich, elegant color. Nailed that. Sweet. I might do, okay, tell me, do you think, oh my gosh, this is tight too. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this one again. Do you think, where's a piece of paper? Let's do it on the back of this one. Should I do pretty peacock for both, or should I do pretty peacock and brown for the sentiment? Maybe tell me what you think. So I'm thankful. And then do you think the brown? So I'm thankful to have you as a friend. Okay, I'll wait for Facebook to catch up. And while we're waiting, I'm going to add glue to this. Both colors. Oh, Janice says both pretty peacock. Okay. So I'm just kind of guesstimating. And then this piece is going here. So for sure do this with wet glue, because then you can move it a bit. What you have, oh, Gail's undecided. Yeah. This is gonna look really cool. I just want to mark kind of where I want this to land. Like so. Yeah, so Zach came in, I was getting ready for my live, and he's like, well, what time do we have to go to this bottle drive? And I said, oh, like 9 or whatever. And then he says, well, like, how long do I have to stay there for? I went, until you're done. It's pretty funny, but I think he's maybe looking forward to it because he gets to meet some of the kids that will be going on this trip to Belize. So I think it's 2 weeks that they go to Belize. Yeah, I'm totally freaking out as a parent, by the way. Yeah, he's going for, not because I'm a little bit nervous just because of his food allergies. And yeah, like it's pretty serious. So he's anaphylactic to like a lot of things. He's very good ever since, well, he's had it since he was teeny tiny, like under the age of 1. So it's not new, but yeah. So Zach was doing something called oral immunotherapy. I think I got them all. Where he eats a little bit of what he's allergic to every day. So that for sure helps, but still. All right, same color. All right, I'm going same color. We'll just see. Cleaning this, bringing in this. I kind of do want to do 2 colors, but so this sentiment is got teeny tiny words. Tap, tap, gentle, in the most gentlest sense. It's just a tiny bit of stamp that you need ink on. If you do it too hard, then your letters aren't going to be revealed in your stamp. And then don't smush this really hard, just super gentle, and then it's going to be clear. Okay, now I want it to be the other color. That's good. I like it. All right. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put my ribbon on. Well, let's see how this goes. So if you can pull up your dimensionals if you're like, if you just kind of put it down, they pop off pretty good. And what's great about this is that it's a super textured piece anyways. Nobody will know. Okay, so where's my ribbon? Oh, right in front of me. So this ribbon, it's quite dark. And this little guy's got to get out of the way. And so we're going to just wrap this around the front, like so. So who am I casing? Vicky Bouchard, B-O-U-C-H-E-R. I was checking Facebook this morning, and most of the time I decide what I'm gonna do for my Facebook Live in the morning of. Not always, but sometimes I just go with whatever the mood happens to be. And I saw this card on Facebook and I'm like, that's the one. I knew it was gonna be fall because today's the first day of fall, I'm pretty sure. So, and you know, I've been waiting to use this set. I would use it in all my projects. So I just want to add, I'm putting glue dots on here. I don't recommend wet glue, because especially with ribbon, not all ribbons, but most of the time, because the wet glue will ooze through. We don't want ooze. And then I've put a couple of glue dots so that this doesn't move too much. So that's what's happening there. All right, let's try this again. So to make sure these stay on, I'm just gonna add a little dab onto my dimensional. They're sticky, but since I pulled it apart, maybe not so much. And then I know for sure it'll stick. There, that's better. Crisis averted. All right, we're coming together. Now, we're gonna do a little of this. Then we're gonna do a whole lot of that. This one, watch this. Oh snap. I love it. Like, I genuinely, it makes me happy. So do you see a bit of the gold? Oh, Kyle. Well, it's too late, girl. Now that you see the ribbon. You're right, though. You are correct in that the two-tone might have been good. I didn't really explain everything, did I? All right, so I'm just gonna glue this one down because we popped the very vanilla piece up. I think I'm gonna pop this one up though. I'm gonna get crazy. So don't throw these away. Whoops. You can totally use these pieces. So this is what I do. There. Maybe we'll add 2 pieces to this. So the kit together today is at 10. The next one is October 21. And you can attend virtually. So if you're not in town, you can totally attend still. If you have some kits to do and you just want to hang out with some friends, then that's what it's there for. Like even today, if you have some kits, like you're going to be crafting after this and you're live, then I can just flip you the Zoom link. I was debating whether or not I wanted, this is the, it's like a sweater kind of, and these have like they're kind of split, like they have these for texture, but I don't know, might just keep it, no. So this is a situation because I've got, see this? That's no bueno. So let's fix that. We're going in with some glue dots. So I pick them up with my scissors because I just want to, yeah, I want to tuck the glue dot under. Whoops, whoops. This one's jumpy. There. Much better. Okay, so one last question, friends. Do I do that way? Do I do the opposite side or do, I think that one, because now I've kept it all. What do you think? Okay, I'm waiting for Facebook to catch up. For sure, I can show you how to mask Jan. I can do that for next weekend if you want. Totes. This is not staying down. I'm gonna add some more. This is really wide ribbon. There we go. All right. Oh, Gail says opposite. Okay, just going with it. I want that to actually go down a bit. Let that get tacky. Now we need some bling. All right, so these are rustic metallic dots. 3? Sure, 3 is good. So this one, this was my other leaf. I think it just is, no. All right, so, oh my gosh, what, that other one that was there just hit the ground, I heard it. Whoops. Need some more rustic. Okay, so I'm going to show you what the other card looked like that I did earlier. Down here. Is that enough? I feel like I want to put more on, but I'm going to leave it. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's bring in card number 2, or the card I did earlier, and then we're going to do a this or that. I feel like I want my screen to be there. Yeah, so next weekend, Jan, also I have, so next Saturday, is it next Saturday? Yeah, no, not next Saturday, but the Saturday after, October 7th, is the Craft and Chat, but it's also World Card Making Day. So there's gonna be a live event with Stampin' Up, and we're also going to do some projects, and you get Stampin' Up products, $25 worth of Stampin' Up products, 5 projects, plus some bonuses. Okay, so this or that? This or that? So I do have, I could probably fit 1 or 2 more into the October 7th. It's $30. You get $25 worth of Stampin' Up products plus the bonuses because it is World Card Making Day. And then October 21 is the next kit together. Okay, people seem to be liking that, which is this one. Gail likes them both. So there it is. So lots of texture on this design. We've got the ink, we've got the ripped piece, we've got all of the business that we did with this very vanilla piece. We did some ribbon. We added die cut pieces with stamped pieces. We did some blending. There's a lot going on here and it wasn't super difficult. Do you think? What do you think? What do you think the expert level is on this? I do like the sparkle too, Janice. I agree. Maybe this one needs some sparkle. Yeah, anyways, this was super fun today, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. I will see some of you in a few minutes for the kit together. And have an awesome weekend. Bye for now.